Hello, dear friends. Today we are going to read about Abdul Kalam, one of the most intelligent, great scientist of India, and he is also known as the missile man of India. So let us start. We are going to read about one extract from biography of Abdul Kalam, and the name of that biography is Wings of Fire, and the name of the extract is My Childhood. In this, we are going to read about the upbringing of Abdul Kalam, about his parents, brothers and sisters, and his friends, and how he was influenced in his childhood. All the things we are going to read. As we all know that Abdul Kalam was a great scientist and he was also the 40th president of India. He was born in a middle class Muslim family in 1931 in the island town of Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu. His father's name was Janul Abdin, who was not highly educated, but he was a very, very nice, simple, and humble person. He was not rich, but he provided all the things to Abdul Kalam and his all brothers and sisters. And Abdul Kalam has taken the quality of honesty and self-discipline from father and goodness and deep kindness from his mother. When Second World War broke out in 1939, sudden demand for tamarind seeds increased in the market, and that time Abdul Kalam used to collect these seeds and sold them in the market, and in that time he would enjoy with this money just like a prince. If we talk about the first earning of Abdul Kalam, he got his first earning by helping his cousin Samsuddin, who distributed newspaper in Rameshwaram. So when Abdul Kalam was very small, he also distributed newspapers. He had great three close friends. The name of them are Ramananda Sastri, Arvindan, and Siva Prakashan. These three were from Orthodox Hindu Brahmin families. Orthodox means who used to follow old customs and tradition of Hindu Brahmins. Ramananda Sastri was the son of Pakshi Lakshmana Sastri, which was high priest of Rameshwaram temple. Afterwards, he also became the priest of this same temple. Arvindan went into the business of arranging transport for all the visiting pilgrims who used to come there for pilgrimage. And Siva Prakashan, one of the friend of Kalam, he became a catering contractor for the Southern Railways, whose work was to just supply the food to the people who used to travel in the train. During annual Sri Sita Rama Kalyanam ceremony, or we can say marriage ceremony, it was the duty of Kalam's family to arrange special boat with a special platform taking the idols of Lord from the temple to the marriage site. And this marriage site was situated in the middle of pond called Ramatirtha, which was just near his house. One day, when Kalam was in 5th standard at Rameshwaram Elementary School, one new teacher came to class. Now, Abdul Kalam used to wear a cap which marked him as a Muslim child, or easily anyone can identify that is a Muslim. So, that teacher noticed that a Muslim child is sitting with Ramananda Sastri, who was a pure Brahmin and who used to wear sacred thread also. See, the new teacher couldn't stomach or couldn't digest this thing, that how a Hindu and Muslim boy could sit together. According to the social ranking, the new teacher noticed and asked Abdul Kalam to go back. That day he was very much sad, and his friend Ramananda Sastri also very much sad. And Kalam said that till now, he said that before my death, I always remember the face of my weeping friend when I was shifted backside because of the new teacher. After school, both the child went to their home and told their parents. Lakshmana Sastri called the teacher and told the teacher that you should not spread the poison of social inequality and communal intolerance in the minds of innocent children. These are very, very small children. They don't know what is Hindu, what is Muslim, what are these religions, and what are other things. You should either say sorry to them, or just you can leave the school and island also. But the teacher totally changed because of the behavior of that person. Lakshmana Sastri gave the message clearly to the teacher, and that teacher clearly changed his life and his behavior. The small society of Rameswar was very, very strict in the terms of division of society, like different religions also. One science teacher, Siva Subramanya Iyer, invited Kalam to his home for a meal. But Kalam, when he went to his home, teacher's wife refused, that I am not going to serve food to a Muslim boy. He would spoil my pure kitchen. When she refused, the teacher was not disturbed, nor he was angry on his wife. In the place of that, he served Kalam with his own hands, and he also sat down and ate food very peacefully. Next time, when Kalam was asked to come to the teacher's home, he was very much surprised that wife of the same teacher served Kalam food with lot of care and lot of love. So Kalam was very much surprised with the behavior of the teacher and his wife. Kalam asked father for permission to leave Rameshwaram and study at the district headquarters in Ramanathapuram when he has done his basic studies. Then Kalam was little bit worried. Then father said to him, Abul, you know that if you want to grow, then you will have to go away from us. As you have seen a seagull in the sky. Whenever seagull is flying very, very high in the sky, he will leave the nest and then only he can touch the highest point of the sky. Same thing is there for you. If you want to fly in the sky, or if you want to do something big in your life, then you will have to leave your comfort zone. In the starting, mother was also very much scared, but Kalam's father understood mother also, that no need to worry about Kalam. Now Kalam has to do something big in the life, so let him go. Now he is the child of life and the desire. and the dreams of Kalam. And as you all know, that Kalam proved himself when he became the missile man and the president and the greatest scientist of India.